Неплохо.
I tell you what. We'll change the font in our contracts as per your request.
Okay.
Resetting threat level. Process sweep.
Try that again. It ain't stealing if no one sees.
Unexpected. Searching.
Caution!
System.
Who's ready for more?
Магничка.
size. Customer, please allow this unit to dispose of any and all biohazardous waste materials.
How'd you do that so fast?
Your eyes out, Forget.
Move along.
The Acropolis district is off limits. Move along.
You could have.
What in the law's name are you on about? Honest mistake. Why don't you come back another time and we can take this from the top?
Oh, there. That's one right there. Can't you just see the stench of impropriety? How splendid.
Why, just this morning I thought to myself, as lovely as the gardens, and here you are, frolicking. Admittedly. Now if only you could gracefully take a shower, preferably in... Honestly, what is the board thinking letting so many of your ilk into the city proper? I earned my place here, just like everyone else. My grandfather was Chief Idea Officer. It was a very long list. Let's see. He picked the colors they included in rainbow chips. No one else wanted purple, but he insisted. And you know how the Cosmic Smokes logo has an eye in the middle of a heptagon? He said that one came to him in a dream. He was a true visionary, so far ahead of his time. I just told you, my grandfather made millions of bits as CIO. Of course it is. Wealth is the most visible, objective measure of success. And success isn't given to you, it's earned. If you have wealth, you're successful. And if you're successful, you must have earned. You're welcome. Now, do we have any further... What's wrong? It erodes the very pillars of our society. Merit, decorum, personal... This city is meant for us. The system's fine. But now we are overrun with the unworthy and the ungrateful. And this early retirement nonsense is making it even... Oh, do spare me your petty judgment. It's beneath me. By simply... Tell me, how is that fair? Oh, by the law. I mean the principle of it, not... It's not right. I deserve to see any district I please. Why, if it... You know, you look like you've been shot at before. What say I hire you to investigate this travesty, and you get paid to do so? Yes. Listen to your... What is that person's job exactly? Are they your secretary? Well, it doesn't matter. What's important is that you think this is a fabulous arrangement. Did you miss the part where I said I'd pay you? That's all the reason someone like you should require. Better than money? The thrill of discovery. Like in an Aetherwave adventure. People love those, right? Don't you want to see what the retirement district is like? Fantastic. Consider yourself employed. I hear the chosen retirees all enter the retirement district via the port landing pad, but it's completely locked down. Unless, of course, you had a wealthy, beautiful benefactor. These codes will get you past the lockdown. Oh, and don't worry about subtlety. I don't care how you deal with security, just correct this injustice at all costs. The same way, bits might... For favors like this...
This property is off limits. Solicitors, loiterers, and uninvited visitors will be fined to the fullest extent of company policy. This ultimatum brought to you by Universal... That's funny. The minister isn't expecting visitors, and you don't much look like one of those couriers from HPS. Alright, go on.
How did you get in here? You're...
So, this is one of the guys who runs the colony, huh? Small room for a big shot.
If this is about another aetherwave clip or radio spot, you may kindly fuck off, as the parlance goes. I'm not doing any more. Slowly and loudly, Alois. I said, you may tell Charles to go fuck himself. Then, that means you're a dissident. But what are you doing here? And how then what are you... Oh. My friend, the slightest demonstration of independent thought or action renders one a dissident in the board's rather expansive definition of the term, which is why I'm dying to know what brought you here. Drugs, of course. What else? Why did I get my hope? Back to... I don't have any drugs. You...
I don't know if our chemicals are here, but this guy is definitely not.
Will that be all, then? Oh dear, I don't think I can say this any more slowly. Unless... Of course! It's Rockwell again, who else? And I thought he was only holding me here to keep me out of the way. You are a quick study, indeed. I've long suspected Rockwell of transacting business in...
Yeah, sure. It's always someone else who ordered the hookers and energizing ointment.
Please, this... Whatever it is that brought you here, Rockwell's the one behind it. After seeing this place, is it really a stretch? I've been confined to this house for years, and even I... Whatever Rockwell's doing, he'll be doing it from the HHC headquarters.
We really gonna do this? Getting involved is a messy business.
This is about more than bits. This is about the survival of the colony. If you don't help...
If it's dirty, it's a job for Sam.
It's filthy indeed, my mechanical friend. Rife with the worst sort of corruption. Why, this is starting to sound like an issue of Dissident Hunter. Halcyon Holdings Corporation. Allegedly in partnership with the Earth Directorate and appointed Minister of Earth. I assure you, I didn't ask to be locked up and made to... But I'm attempting... Now, we've got to get into the HHC. That's in the Acropolis District, along with the other... But only board employees are allowed into the district. There might be a route through the maintenance tunnels, but I'm afraid I don't know specifics. Most people avoid the area for obvious reasons. They're rather... There are also rumors of sprat infestations, faulty auto... When you reach the HHC building, this access card should get you up to the executive suites, where the chairman's office and what used to be my office are. Oh, I haven't been allowed up there in years. A gilded minibar, perhaps? A personal theater. The man has too much money and too little sense. The board's lackeys are none too bright. I simply claimed I'd lost it and hid it somewhere no one would think to look. I merely hid it in a book. No one reads anything longer than a few pages around here. There are a few advantages to dealing with imbeciles. Wait! Rockwell has one of the only terminals capable of transmitting to the Earthbound. Please, take this and transmit it from his office. Rockwell hasn't given me any messages from Earth, but they need to know what's happening here. What isn't on it is the real... I've gathered meeting minutes, internal messages, sustainability reports, and more. Once the rest of the Earth Directorate sees it, they'll have to...
You're awful trusting for a guy...
The Earth Directorate is our best hope. Even Rockwell's resources are no match. And it is hardly in their interest to let Halcyon crash. Depending on the nature of their response, months at least. Perhaps organizing and sending personnel all the way out here is no mean feat. Perhaps there is hope. And now I entrust it to you.
Oh, there. That's one right there.
Сначала я хотел бы... И чё?
For all auditions, please use the elevator on the left. For all auditions, please use the elevator on the left.
My cousin's in pictures. That business is higher than civil.
It's in the bag. The trash bag.
Great! You made it! Listen, I know you're expecting a script, but you're the real deal. Just go... No, don't question yourself. Just feel the scene and go with it. I got a feeling you'll know what to do. We gave the other actors real weapons to keep things authentic. And because Josh is paying to see their logo on the big screen. Don't think, kid. Now go in there, find your...
Это очень плохая мысль.
Well, well. Here to stop us at last, Captain Steele? You're too late. All of this settlement CNP Hungry Time food pills, same nutritional value, but now with added filler, are ours. With their patented stomach stuffing effects and baseline vitamin content, we will be nigh unstoppable. They are? What an unexpected twist! You may have...
Can I shoot someone? Wait, are we the good... Doesn't matter. I want to shoot...
Do you remember the last time we faced each other? The Battle of Axejack, staring one another down across the void of space while flaming debris fell like rain around us. Hey, I didn't write this. Just go with it. I had you surrounded and outgunned, but you overcame my superior numbers with tactical thinking and a Hammersmith limited edition grenade launcher. I've been waiting for 5 years now, and at last my day for vengeance has come! I just got chills. But still, I have this whole port wired with sub-micro energon transistors. Once we're away, I'll activate the gamma particulate field and the quantaponic chain reaction will turn this whole place into vaporized plasma. And I spent 3 hours learning how to pronounce them. I hope you've paid your burial fees and signed your personal death and dismemberment waivers because this is the end for you. You're not even taking this seriously. I refuse to work like this. I've done Aether Wave spots for Wentworth, I'll have you know. To the break room, everyone.
Cut! That was fantastic. With actors like you, who needs writers? Let's take 5.
There's my star. Walk and talk with me. That was brilliant stuff. Do you write your own material? Amazing. Just firm up that jawline, and you'll be a... I'm gonna have to fire the writing staff. What do those anemic fuckwits know about dialogue, anyway? I'm thinking a whole new script. More pirates, bigger explosions, you flicking a Stogie Slim into a barrel of gasoline. Marketing says that kind of action... Here, this is for your work today. I'll be in touch once we get that script.
By consenting to an audition, you have granted Odeon Pictures all rights to use your likeness, voice, distinctive habits, and manner of dress in perpetuity.
Okay.
Thank you for your time. Rizzo's Purpleberry Punch. You want a punch? We've got your punch right here.
So, how many times have you seen terror on...
Hey, Sam, tell a dirty joke.
Command not recognized.
Fine. Tell any joke.
Please repeat the instruction.
Get screwed, Sam.
Request is invalid.
What? Got your paperwork squared away?
Похер мне.
You ever get the urge to just hawk one on the floor?
Ну вообще, как бы, да.
Welcome to the official headquarters of the Halcyon Holdings Corporation Board. Today's greetings from...
State your business.
Ты уверен? Ладно.
Please step away. This entry is for high priority HHC business only. Huh. I didn't realize we were still using those iridescent sticks. I'll just need you to register your weapons with a revised request to carry 32B form. Each weapon will need a separate form. I'm not authorized to employ... Now, let's see. Damn it. When did I run out of forms? I was going to suggest... Look, you don't have time to wait on new forms. And I can't afford the citations for impeding HAC business. So I'm going to save us both some trouble and waive your forms. Just know there are a bunch of guards upstairs, and they're all high on dervish mist and low on patience. So try anything funny, and they'll paint the walls with your guts.
Хорошо. Договорились. Скажи, тут много охранников. Полетели. Сейчас будет весело. Сейчас ворвусь с тобой. Бам-бам-бам. Здесь вот там. Это коррозийная коса. Такого не было. Так. Так. Капиталист. Ладно, давай сходим сюда.
Real slick.
Так. Здесь есть ровно... Ничего. Наехать сюда по лесу. Что-то тут есть? Бухло, слушай. Тут есть хоть какие-то... Нихера нет. Ты посмотри, а. Богатый. Ага. Ничего. Туда и туда. Ладно, пошли сюда сначала. Карта министра Ках. Да? Запечатана.
Excuse me, just a moment. Is there something I can do for you? I beg your pardon, Minister Clark's former office is currently closed to solicitors. What? Oh dear.
Желанием председателя Роквелла. Транспорт оказался на кухне, закончится ссору, прибудет председатель Роквелла. Вообще, да, как бы... Можно поставить было самый вопрос, почему не Хорошо.
Just goes to show you never really see your hometown till you travel with a visitor.
Нахера обходной шум здесь? О. Хочу сюда. Но сюда, к сожалению, нельзя. Три. Один. Два. Три. Показать сообщение с приоритетом.
Good afternoon. I'm Chairman Rockwell, and I'm here to address a serious issue facing us. As you all know, our colony has been successful beyond our wildest dreams.
И что? Где? А как мне туда попасть? Район? Все равно остается вопрос маленький, типа. Здесь, да, здесь понятно. Сюда как попасть? Так, ты.
I understand you're Maverick Johnston, personal assistant at... Oh, you were being serious. Will there be anything else? Personal assistant, the art of a... Will there be anything else?
Еще? Нет, ничего. Я хочу сюда. Нельзя. Ферсон. Кстати, не знаю.
Today's greeting is brought to you by Auntie. Do we really need all this security?
Курить на рабочем месте вредно.
Not so fast. The Ministry of Accuracy and...
It's okay. I'm a
I don't care if you're a brain surgeon. If you don't work here, or for Chairman Rockwell himself...
Worth a try.
Like I said, X-36... I don't know how you got that, but I still don't know you, and I don't have any new clearances on the list. What? Oh no. You must be from Chairman Rockwell's office. I'm so sorry. No one told... Please, go.
Да, конечно. Так сойдите сюда. Давай, заходи.
All right. Nice going.
Сап.
I think I'm gonna start taking my lunches out of the city. That way.
Сначала мы
Hey, did Tillman get transferred or something?
That's right. You weren't here when it happened. Some UDL officers took him into custody.
Ну да.
Entering quiet mode.
Mama.
What's this I hear about you ordering more tests performed with sample 4157? That batch failed spectacularly.
I saw a variance in the results that we never accounted for, so I had the techs run the trial again. And the results were 0.003% different.
Hold it right there. Here we go. I'm warmed up now.
Navigating to requested location.
You got nimble fingers, Captain.
Nothing exciting ever happens around here.
Ready to neutralize and sanitize. Caution! Keep fingers and toes clear of units moving parts.
What was that?
Take him down!
What was that?
I don't want to die!
Cycle complete.
Bring him down! I'm out! Reloading!
Developing new Talaritos flavors may not be glamorous, but our work is vital to the colony.
You gotta teach me that.
Интересно. Это лифт на второй. Угу. Я бы на самом деле не догадался.
Dissident trash.
Performance evaluation is sterling.
Ну да.
Let the record show that subject 23K's cause of death is cerebral vascular incident.
I haven't seen you before. You're not a test subject, are you?
Надо.
What? No visitors allowed, citizen. I'm gonna need to see some... Let me guess. We've talked to her before. She can't keep letting her special friends down. Just get out of here.
What a pleasure. I haven't had this much company in quite some time. I dearly hope I'm not in... How delightful. What is it? The latest issue of Dissident Hunter. I've been waiting for this. Excellent. Once the Earth Directorate learns of our plight here, they'll have to send help. Yes, we just have to hold out until then. You are a bold one indeed, but boldness may not... Unfortunately, the Earth Directorate, as distant as it may be, is the only power with the reach to curb...
On standby for
This is most heartening. How I wish I could... Unfortunately, there is little else I can do from here, and my celebrity would only imperil you. Haven't you heard? Chairman Rockwell and I are on a goodwill tour of the colony as we speak. Aside from battalions of UDL security forces, most of Halcyon knows my name, and besides, remaining close has allowed me to learn just how wrong things have gone around here. Except for probably because I've no interest in being his puppet. When he saw I meant to oppose him, he made... It's quite all right. Why, when I'm not being conscripted to perform in the chairman's propaganda, of course. That's what... Halcyon...
You say...
If Halcyon falls apart...
Sup? Где мой мультитель?
I believe you have a message from Adjutant Sophia.
No one ever looks quite the same in person as they do in my reports. And my reports of you have been exceptionally thorough. You've had quite a career. I've been keeping up with you ever since Emerald Vale. Now that was an interesting piece of work. A rundown you walked through Edgewater and in your wake transformed it from a loyal company town to a haven for dissidents. All this happened because some mysterious stranger fell out of the sky. Not always. For the longest time, I could never be sure if you were on our side or against us. You should be back on the Hope, frozen in a hibernation chamber. Yet here you are, flying about in a... The board doesn't know what to make of you. But I do. I've seen your potential. There's so much we... Then let me help you make up your mind. You have something I want. I'd like to negotiate. I'm not here to talk about stolen chemicals. I'm after something far more valuable. Phineas Wells is wanted by the board. I want to convince you to turn him in to us. He has a litany of charges against him. Vandalism, illegal experimentation, sedition. I could go on. Wells is a dangerous madman. His plan is going to endanger everyone in Halcyon. He's an obsessive psychopath. And he's using you. You're in contact with Wells. I want you to send us a tracing signal from his communication terminal.
Давай я хочу так. Охренеть, что это такое? Что в этой игре можно менять концовку туда-сюда? Блядь. Сэм. Вот сосиска. Я понял. А что, можно убить всех?
Wells was our mistake. We failed to apprehend him for years. I'm sending you my access code. Contact me from Wells's terminal.
Adjutant Akonde's call has been terminated.
Летим отсюда. Что? Крестовый поход в ад. Последний эксперимент химериста. Монарх. Да, Фолб.
We are now in orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain. No blockade is a match. We're now in orbit above Fallbrook, Captain.
Спасибо. Фолбрук. Ну чё, тогда давай. Yep.
All that screaming in the random hours of the night puts a damper on the mood.
This looks like the place. You ready to get my money?
I see you're still in one piece. However, you never know when that could change. Note that all of your fragments must be recovered and must be smaller than a standard bit cartridge for the payload. I remember that one. That's the young socialite who broke her...
Of course, no one remembers me for the marauders I've killed or the bits I've stolen. Typical.
That claim was airtight. Our best investigators couldn't find an exclusion for that one.
Are you serious?
Well, we interviewed the parents extensively. They had plenty of awkward child...
Hey, those are...
Furthermore, the claim spurred a whole line of fashion-related policies. It's become a very lucrative market. You can't, of course. Only Miss Fenhill can assign her beneficiaries. And she's dead. If we let every friend, relative, and acquaintance change a policy like that, people would do it all the time. Imagine the paperwork. Of course she is. The paperwork said...
I like to think she's dead in spirit, but technically, legally, and regretfully, I'm still Marilyn Fenhill.
That's impossible. By all accounts, she was an elegant and classy woman with impossibly fine bone structure. That couldn't possibly...
That's gotta be the nicest thing anyone said to me.
Oh, you mean hypothetically? Well, hypothetically, you'd access the terminal in the back room. And you'd, theoretically, add the benefit. But you wouldn't actually do that, of course. That would be fraud. I think you have something in your eye. Perhaps I can interest you in our ocular abnormality coverage. I'm forbidden from accepting bribes, no matter how tempting. It's just that you have to do at least 10 years before. The employee handbook doesn't say anything about... I'll need the name of the...
Ellie Fenhill?
If you say so. The payouts will flow exclusively into the new account. I hope Ms. Fenhill enjoys her newfound prosperity.
Captain, got a minute?
You really did it. Give these payouts a few years and I'll be rolling in it. Being a surgeon out there isn't as great as it seems. At least, I'm just glad my folks aren't gonna live off that awful story they made up. Maybe now they'll have to go back to real jobs. Come on, I thought we were celebrating. You want me to think about the future? Maybe you haven't noticed, but you can't even count on a bribe making it into the right pocket. What's the point of planning for anything around here? Hate to say it, but Halcyon... Anyway, enough of that.
Ну это
You
да,
did a job
но
for me,
нет.
so here's your fee. Don't make it weird. Even you've got to be in it for the money now and then. Why else would you go through all this trouble? You sure? Because my kind of friends will pick your pocket clean while they're getting hammered with you. You don't have... Still, maybe you've got a point. Maybe it's good to watch someone's... So, you just keep the money. One of us has to look out for your interests. It's nothing personal. It's just the closest thing I've got to... Anyway, enough of the touchy... Something on your mind? I'm a surgeon by trade. Not much else to know, Captain. I like long walks on the promenade and the smell of Spacer's Corona. I make a mean zero-G cocktail and I've got a meaner right hook. Sure do. Some of it was even legal. What gave it away? It's the hair, right? Or maybe the ammo belt? I had it custom made. Gotta advertise your business somehow. I've done all types of work with all kinds of crews. If there's one thing you ought to know about me, it's that I... Makes two of us, Captain. It's a mix of whatever you've got on... Out on the edge of the aether, we... No complaints here.
Офигеть. Или ты про шприц? Ну, про шприц. Говоришь. Так, что-то я... Район. Есть тут еще что-то? Локальное.
Please, would you kindly inform the crew that long chats with Ada are not required every time the captain...
Oh, can you believe this outfit? It's so handsome, I'm almost... Well, I guess that's everything then. You know, there's a part Junlei's been looking for. To fix up the air cyclers. They only carried them on big colony ships. Like the Hope. I know. For a while, it felt like everything I did was a little bit of help. And it meant I didn't have... Next time we dock with Groundbreaker, I'm doing it. I'll send June a message. Oh, this is real scary.
В следующий раз ты серьезно думаешь, что я не полечу сейчас? Не кусайте солнце.
I swear, next time we put into groundbreak... Oh, I'm so nervous.
Ты уверена? Хорошо. Я говорю.
If you don't mind my saying, Captain, Minister Clark is lucky to have you on his side. Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? Certainly, Cap. What would you like to hear? I wish I was your second derivative, so I could investigate your concavities. As you wish, Captain. I'll be here. We've arrived at the groundbreaker.
Не, давай мы сегодня вот так пойдем.
Is it done?
Well, damn. Contractor grew a conscience. As your employer, I'm both angry and... Technically, I owe you an exit interview. Care to justify your betrayal of our species? Or are we finished here? You're awfully quick to trust... Out of my... You think maybe she's got an itchy trigger finger?
What a surprise. Seems we're not...
I said, get out.
What do you think you're doing?
Trouble incoming, Captain. Everyone all right?
Is it done? Well, technically I owe you an exit interview. Care to justify your... Oh, sure. I'll get right on it. Everyone hear that? Yeah, out of my office.
You think maybe she's...
What is...
Speak your mind. Honestly, I could use...
I hope this fancy soap we got is extra...
О, дождь начался. Классно.
A reminder to all crew members, there is only one
All right. She's on her way. How do I look? Oh, my hands have... Anyhow, so I told him, Dad, I'm a big girl now. I ain't need your help. I can do it on my lonesome.
What did he say to that?
Have at it then. And he handed me his favorite wrench, the one he used for the canner. He was probably half as tall as I was.
He didn't scold you for talking back to him?
Nah, he was never like that. I always thought it was funny when I get indignant about something. Then he'd watch me do whatever it was, which...
Crew report. Yoka is drunk. Surprise.
Что вы опять, да?
Cleaning done quiet is cleaning done well.
Неожиданно. Что-то не хватает.
Okay, Captain, she's gone. I'm near about vibe. So she got here, and the first thing she said was, "Oh, you smell nice, like mock apples." And then she just sort of touched my arm real gentle-like and called the cut of my outfit elegant. I couldn't hear the rest. Then I led her into the kitchen. I think she about cried when she saw the spread. She stood stock still and just said, "Oh," real soft. Oh, and let me tell you, I was sweating. And then she blinked and said, I told her how we got Mr. Raymond to bake it for us, so it was double authentic. Made by a real live monarch person. Well, we talked a bunch over dinner about the things we learned just through messages, stuff we repaired, how I taught her to salvage and she taught me to build. When I brung out the sweetheart cakes, June, she got a little teary, said she had a thing she needed to say. But I stopped her because I wanted to say it first. I never felt so bold, Captain. I told her about how she made me feel. Bold like I acted. Strong, smarter, and then she pulled out a paper and read a speech. She talked about the things she admired about me, like my cleverness and my humor, and how it made her want to be more open. She was worried she wouldn't get the words out right, especially after that message about Isabel. Anyhow, when she wrapped up, I asked her to be my girlfriend. We talked about it some. I told her I wasn't sure how it'd work, She said we'll take it as it comes. Fix things together. Share meals, talk. Maybe she could rub my shoulders when they're sore. I said I might like that. It's all on your account, you know? Imagine if you'd never taken me out of Edgewater. I'd have never met Junlei at all. I don't know nothing about the Vicar's capital P plan, but you've sure changed my life. So, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna head to my cabin.
Ну, конечно. Нет проблем.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain. Please avoid damage. damaging yourself or others. Some crew members are causing a disturbance on the ship.
I definitely won that round.
Something on your mind?
Hey, Cap. Oh, that's just Frida. She's the first rapt I ever killed. I had her preserved. Took it to a dock in Stellar Bay. He said something about cold store. 20 years later, it still doesn't. That, or I've become accustomed to it. Oh, sure. Once in a while, I've got to bury her and come back later. She's a big girl. Tough to lug around. But she's been with me a while, so... Her. And of course, she's a great conversationalist. Never argues, never judges. Hey, Cap.
We've arrived at Phineas's orbital lab.
Myself busy in your absence, optimized. All I need now is the dimethyl sulfoxide. I'll take as much as you can give me. What? Oh, yes, well, that's obvious. Anyone with 2 working labs can see this. Why do you think we've been doing all this? I revived you to help me save Halcyon from annihilation. Hold on. Let me see if I understand this correctly. You're saying that Halcyon's on the brink of... I always knew Halcyon was heading toward a systems collapse, but I never imagined we were already there. The board made this crisis. That's not a plan. That's a god... That makes 2 things we don't have. Time and chemicals to... None of this was supposed to happen. Human test subjects. Oh, that's grotesque. That's unthinkable. That's exactly what I'd expect out of the board. Damn, that's not enough. Not nearly enough for the whole ship. I could revive a handful of... We're out of time. We're out of chemicals. We may very well be out of... Do you realize what this means for the Hope? For your fellow colonists? The board's going to kill them all. Toss them out into space, just to make room in their hibernation chambers. No, it wasn't. We have Well, let's see. We have at least some of the chemicals. We have your ship, and we... Do you know what's waiting for us on the Hope? Scientists, engineers, artists, the brightest. The board's going to dispose of them all and transform the Hope into a prison. We need to get to those colonists before the board. I have enough chemicals to start reviving a few. Merciful... We bring the Hope to us. Skip the entire... Yes, exactly. You're a step ahead. If we link up the Hope to...
And that's going to work, without killing us in the process. I thought intra-system micro-jumps were prohibited for a reason.
Yes, there's always a risk of a catastrophic collision between the Hope and, say, Terra 2.
I've got a healthy disregard for personal safety, but this sounds crazy. Even...
Your instincts are correct. By any reasonable definition of sanity, this planet... You'll need to switch on the Hope's auxiliary power using the unreliable. Then head to the bridge. Your navigational computer, Ada, should be able to activate the Hope's skip drive. Once you've skipped the Hope next to my lab, I'll have easy access. Certainly. How can I help? Unlikely. The Hope is as massive as the Groundbreaker, but compared to the rings of Terra 2, the board might notice, possibly, depending on the position of their heads relative. Skip drives were never designed to be used within a system, but I skipped my ship across Halcyon when I rescued you. That is, it wouldn't surprise me. When I pulled you out of the Hope, the board nearly intercepted me. I know you're wondering why I'm doing all this. Why I believe the people on the Hope are the answer to the colony's problems. The Hope is carrying some of humanity's most brilliant thinkers, scientists, engineers. The board would have us believe Halcyon is beyond saving. I choose to believe otherwise. You absolutely should. The adjutant must have sent you some kind of tracking code. If you don't use the code, I think you should use the code and send a corrupted tracking signal. That should buy me some time. The board's going to catch up to me sooner or later. This way I'll have time to set up some particular... Use my communication... Certainly. How can...
Lost colony ship and skip it across the system. What could go wrong?
That should do it. You've bought me more than enough time.
So we're really... I've seen lots of crazy, Captain. Do you really think he knows what he's doing? Sending us to skip the Hope into Terra 2's orbit right under the board's nose? Okay, I think this whole plan's insane. Speaking of, I get that Phineas thinks he's saving the colony, but what about you? Why risk your neck on this crazy scheme? That thinking's gotten me into all sorts of trouble. Usually not. Still, all this depends on the other Hope colonists. Are they gonna pull us out of the shit? Or are we all just gonna leave a bigger, uglier stain on this corner of the galaxy? You're too trusting, and I'm gonna remember... Well, when... Anything else?
If you stop in the engine room, would you ask Parvati to send Sam down to the bridge?
I don't know if you should be listening to those serials with Felix. They're gonna give you funny ideas about human-mechanical relationships that I won't explain. Come to see Sam? That was sweet of you. Here, I was just leaving. Something busted, Captain?
Dust accumulation analysis. Thank you, customer. All cleaning tasks have been completed. All SAM units.
Captain, you have a message from Adjutant.
I'm impressed, Captain. I almost expected you wouldn't go through with it. Unfortunately, Dr. Wells found a way to corrupt the signal before we could pinpoint his location. Still, it's only a matter of time before we find him. Come visit me in Byzantium. We need to have a talk about the future of this colony. Because I'm not in the business of arresting my... Meet me in my office.
Adjutant Akande has ended her call. Rather rudely, if I might. We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain. Sending a corrupted tracking signal to the board was quite clever, if I might say, Captain.
Отлично.